let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready? I got you, son. Check. He's checking. Crash. Switch. Hey, I'm on the 50.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come on. Watch the twist. Let him go. That's us.
Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Now Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Kick the edge. Go, go. Where's that? Let's go.
On 2nd down, Barber. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Blue ready. 55. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Wait. 22, check. Lava. 22, check. Let's go.
The first down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 13. Check even. 6 guys. Check 6. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston steps away. And this is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Flip. Out. Slam. 49. Check 49.
Jameis again. Being chased out left. This goes to Barber, the running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
We got three. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. It's three. Bring that up.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ready? Black 54.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Forced out to his left. And he's got Lockett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. On 3rd down, Penny. Oh, and now some space to operate. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch it.
They'll run the draw with Barber. Oh, Barber loses it, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What we got?
Penny, a 1st down carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. And go.
On second down now, it's Barber. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 15.
Here we go, even.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Winston now from the 50. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's Barber, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Ready. Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where we go? Hey, 5-0. Where we go?
Throwing, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. Chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Spot that.
Again, it's Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us. Hey, easy. Touch. Screen, let it touch.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Got it.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big stop, let's go.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Easy. Check 55 to Mike. Let me go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready. Blackwood, do that. Wait. Check 3. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go. Follow. Check 37. Watch the shit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's going to fire one run deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 84 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Harris now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? White 25. 54 miles. White. Clock quit. Tommy. You gonna take. You gonna take. You gonna cut.
On 2nd and 9. Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Grenade!
Check, watch what he doing, We ain't giving up nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check, Lucky. Slam.
14, Bonnie.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's checking.
Once again, it's Barber. Oh, refusing to go down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He finds Howard complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Barber, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50.
Quick dash.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bobby Wagner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Shit. Flip. Mike 54.
Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 13. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bucs take over 10-10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. But I think the ball's out.
Right there. All day, baby.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Out, 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 out.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Cut. Line 90.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I want that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Go, go, go.
It's caught. Lockett. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season